Good Monday morning to you. I'm KSLA First Alert Meteorologist Matt Jones. We are talking about a change in the weather pattern, finally having some change moving into the Arklatex, which is some great news. We have a stationary front across the northern half of our area, and what that's going to do is going to stall to the north, and that's going to lead to some storms, especially along and north of I-30. Some of those could work their way as far south as I-20 as well, and we get a little bit of a break from the triple digits, at least across parts of the Arklatex. So let's take a look at future track as we take you through this morning. We're already seeing some storms up across Oklahoma and into Arkansas. Some of those could begin to impact some of our far northern areas. So if you're along and north of I-30, we could see some storms out there today, mainly north of Texarkana. Most of us will not see much rain at all today. It's still going to be a very hot afternoon across a majority of the Arklatex, but then look what happens overnight tonight. This particular forecast model blows up this complex of thunderstorms out across Texas and Oklahoma, marches it to the south and east, and this could impact parts of our area as we get into the overnight hours along and north of I-20. So we'll keep a close eye on this. Other forecast models suggest that this activity stays a bit farther north, so still some uncertainty with the placement of this, but there is the potential this evening and overnight tonight of some decent rainfall along and north of I-20. And then we'll see repeated rounds of storms in the northern half of the Arklatex through Tuesday morning. Some much needed beneficial rainfall here north of Shreveport. That continues throughout the morning on Tuesday, and then those rain chances begin to dwindle as we head towards Tuesday afternoon. But if you're along and south of I-20, not expecting much rainfall at all. And overall rain chances, at least in the Shreveport metro, looking relatively small, about a 20% chance on Tuesday. But again, you go farther north, that rain chance will be much higher, and that's where we're looking at the greater rainfall potential over the next 7 days, and most of that again falling on Tuesday. So if you're in the far northern Arklatex, we could see up to an inch of rain there near DeQueen and Magnolia, Arkansas. But notice as you get farther south and west, not much rain at all. And unfortunately, the areas that are seeing the drought right now, that severe drought to the south between Nacogdoches and Natchitoches, that's the area, unfortunately, that is not going to see much rain. The heat, though, is really not going to break, at least for today. We still have an excessive heat warning starting at noon today, lasting through 8 p.m. Basically, for most of the Arklatex, the one exception, though, is farther north. We'll see some much cooler air north of I-30 thanks to some rain and cloud cover. But the rest of the area is still going to be a scorcher for today. 84 at 8 a.m., 93 at noon, 98 by 2, and we're up into the triple digits once again today. So 102 Shreveport, 102 Natchitoches, Many, Center Texas, you're up to 103, Marshall 100, but significantly cooler air just to the north. Look at that, DeQueen 88, that's going to be really nice there. Idabel 90 degrees, and Hope, so you can see the rain is really affecting those temperatures farther northward, but unfortunately, it is going to be another brutal week of heat and humidity. We get a tiny bit of a break on Tuesday, and then we're right back into it again by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and all the way through the weekend. So that heat wave is definitely going to resume across the area. You can see not a whole lot of relief on the 7-day here. We do cool briefly on Tuesday to 98 with that higher chance of storms, especially farther north, but then it's right back into the major heat as we head throughout the week. Back up to 102 Wednesday, 104 for Thursday, 103 Friday and Saturday. So we are right back into that dangerously hot weather through a majority of the week.